why are you here today?
Well, I'm here because it's my 67th birthday, and I've always felt close to Packy because we almost shared a birthday.
By coming out here today, what do you hope to accomplish?
We want zoo officials and metro officials to know that the public will not tolerate subsidizing cruelty at the Oregon Zoo. All the elephants are suffering from diseases and conditions directly related to their captivity, and it has to stop.
I came out to support Packy and all the other elephants at the Oregon Zoo. I really think it's sad that we still hold animals captive in these zoos because they're extremely intelligent animals, as the zoo even says itself, yet why is that a reason to hold someone captive for their entire lives?
Oh, I remember, I'm from Portland, and I remember when, I'm gonna cry.
Oh, don't cry.
I can't cry. When Packy was born, and I think it's time.
Yeah, I think so. I think he should be allowed to retire.
Tell me what it says.
Okay, so it says, the best birthday present ever, a dry and sunny sanctuary to roam on grass and dirt. These feet were made for walking.
Since Packy has given his entire life to serving the people of Oregon, that he deserves to be given something back to him, and that is his freedom to roam in a beautiful, serene sanctuary for the rest of his life.
They give you some information about Packy. Thank you very much. Would you like some information about Packy?
Where would he go when he's freed?
To a sanctuary.
There are currently 2 elephant sanctuaries in the United States.
Right.
There's one in Hohenwald, Tennessee called the Elephant Sanctuary, and then there's one in Northern California called the Performing Animal Welfare Society Sanctuary. And so those 2 facilities are able to take in elephants because, yeah, obviously you can't put them back in the wild. They've been in captivity most of their lives, right? Exactly. But they still have the same needs as wild elephants.
But they're still celebrating and having kids come in.
Well,
and
actually, they diverted attention from Packy to their new expansion of elephant lands, which is just more of the same. So we're thinking they promised us a reserve, they promised us a place, a sanctuary for the elephants, and now it's a bait and switch. What we're getting instead is breeding grounds to breed even more elephants into captivity.
The zoo needs to be more honest about whether they want to support conservation or entertainment, and for some species like elephants, they cannot do both. They'll have to pick one side. If they're interested in conservation, then they shouldn't cage them in tiny concrete cells, and even this elephant lands is not doing them enough justice. Why even put up a show about conservation and aggressively breeding more elephants? I think that they should take a more honest look at themselves and pick a side.
I don't think that there's enough space for these elephants to live and be happy living. 50 years is a long time to be in a confined space as Packy has been.
Help free Packy!
These are the largest mammals on Earth, and they are kept in very close enclosures. They have to stand on hard ground in cement for most of their lives, and so they end up with not only arthritis and foot disease and tuberculosis, but they end up with what they call a stereotypical behavior, which is that they rock back and forth repetitively for hours on end, or they sway or they bob their heads.
So why do you think they don't have a Packy here today?
We are certain that he is being sequestered behind a locked gate and walls because he has TB and is not reacting well to the drugs. The drugs are compromising the health of his liver, and we are very, very worried that this may be his last birthday.
It's great to see everybody doing this, walking the walk for elephants, and I'm glad that I feel privileged that I get to be part of the beginning of the change.
What person inspired you to do this?
I've been visiting the zoo for a long time, and the first time I saw the elephants, I said I'll never go back in there again, and I never did. And now I've canceled my membership to the zoo. And they're 15 to 20,000 pounds. They're nomadic. They don't deserve to be locked in prison for anything. It's just basic humanity. There was a time when we thought circuses were great too. We can change our minds.
These are not the values of Portlanders in the 21st century. We care about animals, we have an empathy for them, and this is a remnant that belongs in, centuries in the past. We should be way beyond this. We care when animals suffer, and to feel that, well, let's just breed more of them because we can get more people to pay their admission to the zoo. It's a crass decision.
I believe people should stop thinking about the money and the revenue that comes with breeding animals and start thinking about the animals' feelings and thoughts.
21 zoos have closed their elephant exhibits or agreed to. Let's be number 22.
I have one couple and then one family who actually turned around and said they're not going to go into the zoo. And I wasn't trying to support not going to the zoo so much, but they decided that they didn't want to do that until something has happened with Packy. So, to me, it's just one person can make a difference. People can go on the website. It's an active site. They can find out more information. It's not really the zoo that can move Packy, but it's Metro, and people need to be in touch with the Metro about that. It's the public that can make a difference.
I'm on for Packy. Yeah.
Free Packy!
Free Packy!
Can you say free Packy?
Free Packy!
Free Packy!
Free
Free Packy!
Woohoo!
Woo!